Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Scorched Haven. I don't think I have seen a game on this map yet, so I'm really excited about checking out this brand new map. Just kidding, I'll stop. This is going to be a rematch between the same teams as last time. I don't believe these games were played consecutively. I don't really know, but I think this game was played after the last one. And if you saw at the end, RoDent, I believe, was a little bit, he was a little bit miffed after last game. If you didn't already see it, Ash and, okay, sorry, the all caps just forced, okay, what was I even talking about? You know, I can't read this stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and introduce the guys. RoDent is the red Zerg, and his partner will be Kowboy, the blue Zerg. Their opponents will be FlareStar, the teal Protoss this game, and Ash will be the purple Zerg. So, new races for Ash and FlareStar. And as usual, we have double Zerg from Kowboy and RoDent. And last game, Kowboy and RoDent went for the all-in Baneling bust at the beginning, and they took FlareStar right out of the game. He was Terran, and he left a supply depot wall off there at the front of his base, and that did not withstand the Zergling Baneling rush. But Ash, meanwhile, is like, no problem, I got your back, buddy. And he just built up a bunch of probes and 5 gateways and just steamrolled both Zerg players. So it looks like FlareStar now is going for the Forge at the front here. And Forge Gateway, this is a build that I'm going to have to learn if I want to keep playing Protoss, apparently. So I'm going to pay attention there to FlareStar. He is throwing down Forge, Gateway, and then Cannon. So that is to prevent the ever so present Zerglings pecking away at your buildings while there's nothing you can do until eventually there's too many of them, and then one tiny little misclick of your Zealot and you lose. Which is really frustrating, I might add. As you can sit there and build off that little choke thing, and maybe, you know what it is, maybe maybe in 1v1s the Zealot choke thing is still completely viable, because you can't get just totally overwhelmed by Zerglings. But in team games like this, it's just too easy to get overwhelmed by Zerglings. If there's ever a double Zerg player and you're Protoss, apparently what it has come to now is that you need to wall yourself in and then kill your Forge later to get out. So it's just the evolution of the game, and Zerg players are utilizing their strategy to the best they can. So but it looks like this time Kowboy and RoDent are going to be coming right into Ash's base, and he is somewhat prepared for this. He does have one spine crawler, nice building placement here, and using the queen to block the mineral line, and oh man, nicely done. The drones are still mining. The defense from Ash right here, impeccable, or I should say what, impregnable. Here comes one more Baneling, but he can't get into the drones. I'm sorry, I just really like that setup that he had there. This evolution chamber at the last second, moving the queen in here to block this route, and then this spine crawler down here. There was a way in down here, but RoDent and Kowboy were unable to take advantage of it, and defense very nicely. Here comes some more Zerglings, going to continue the pressure. And that is Kowboy sending lots of Zerglings over here. The Roach Warren is going down for RoDent. Meanwhile, so more and more Zerglings streaming in here, and Ash is just sitting back here, going to protect his mineral line as long as he can. Meanwhile, FlareStar's Warp Gate technology is nearing completion. He does have 3 more Warp Gates on the way. No surprises there. And it looks like Kowboy is going to say, I'm just going to retreat here and live to fight another day with my massive amounts of Zerglings, which is all he has at this point. And just because I'm curious, after that kind of early assault, I just wanted to check the probe count here, and look at FlareStar miles ahead in economy at this point. He's really going to be able to sustain the next attack And Zerglings are going to just keep Ash in check here, scouting scouting the front of his base. He's got this double spine crawler set up here very nicely and just biding time. So more biding time, more biding time. And Evolution Chamber is going down for Kowboy. Roaches are on the way out now for RoDent. And not a whole lot of roaches are out just yet, but it looks like they want to continue this pressure here. So once there's enough roaches, I expect RoDent and Kowboy to try and make an assault on Ash's base, throwing down a baneling nest here, which also is going to block off this entrance to the mineral line for Ash. And so RoDent chilling out here with the Zerglings, and the warp gates have finished. And here we go. Looks, is FlareStar supply blocked here? Maybe he was supply blocked. The Stalkers are warping in now. And where are they warping in? Am I missing a proxy somewhere? Excuse me. Okay, where are those? Okay, whoa. He's warping in down over here so he doesn't have to kill his forge. I like that. And then one zealot sitting up here to make sure nothing will peck away. And now Ash's baneling nest is completed, and he is morphing into banelings down at the front, and we are now gathering our units together, and at the same time RoDent is pushing forward with these roaches. I think the team on the right has a much stronger army at this point, and it could come down to where these banelings land. These baneling landmines, will they connect with the Zerglings, which is exactly what they need to do here. And positioning these banelings here in front of the ramp to keep out Zerglings and other banelings. And I'm going to have to pause it really, really quick, you guys. Alright, it's time for this engagement. Here comes the Zerglings. Actually, Zerglings from Kowboy are going to fall back here. And here comes the banelings. Banelings are going to run head on into each other. And it looks like Ash still has one more baneling, but a nice job there from Kowboy, taking out that baneling with one Zergling. And here we go. Stalkers wanting to try and focus down on these roaches, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that. Forced to fall back here. Too many Zerglings from Kowboy, though there are so many Stalkers here. FlareStar might be able to just steamroll these roaches, and that is exactly what he's doing with the reinforcements. He is going to force this attack back, and Ash is now streaming in more Zerglings to support this massive amount of Stalkers. And uh-oh, yeah, you saw it. RoDent trying to expand here, and apparently realizing that he is cooked in this game. So wow, Ash and FlareStar taking RoDent and Kowboy in both games here. So well played, and it looks like RoDent and Kowboy might need to come up with a new strategy against this team. So the baneling bust into roaches and whatnot didn't really work. If anyone would like to see this, I want to see this. I want to see Ash's defense of that initial attack again, because that just ended up it was just so well executed. I'm sorry. I'm sure everybody will be like, oh my god, Irie, you're such an ass kisser and all this crap. And oh no! Okay, hang on. I'm going back. I just missed it. This thing is so impossible. Alright, I went to slow-mo, and okay. Here we go. Here comes the attack. And throwing down this evolution chamber. I don't know if that was luck. Maybe that was luck that this came down at the last second. But using the queen to block this alleyway, banelings have nowhere to go. These banelings blowing up on the spine crawler, but since RoDent split up the banelings, he couldn't actually break anything. He couldn't break the queen or the spine crawler since he split them. So it actually just sort of worked out. Finally, there goes the spine crawler. It just sort of worked out that maybe that was a little bit lucky, but well done by Ash. A nice defense there. Lucky that the banelings did get split evenly and not manage to kill either the queen or the spine crawler. But yeah, either way, thanks for the games, Ash. Thank you, Ash, for sending me both these games, and pleasure to cast. So that's going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.